Espresso. Espresso is the foundation of most coffee drinks in the world. It is made by forcing a small amount of hot water through finely ground coffee beans under high pressure. The result is a thick, concentrated shot of coffee with a rich, bold flavor and a layer of golden foam on top called crema. Espresso originated in Italy in the early 20th century and quickly became a staple of Italian café culture. A single shot is small in volume but powerful in taste, and it serves as the base for many other popular drinks on this list. Americano. Americano is essentially espresso diluted with hot water. The story behind its name goes back to World War II, when American soldiers in Europe found traditional espresso too strong for their taste and began adding water to it. The result was a drink that resembled the drip coffee they were used to back home. An Americano is smoother and lighter than a straight espresso shot, but still carries a noticeable depth of flavor. It is one of the simplest coffee drinks and remains widely popular around the world. Cappuccino. Cappuccino is one of the most recognized coffee drinks globally. It is made with equal parts espresso, steamed milk, and milk foam, creating a balanced and layered drink with a creamy texture. The thick layer of foam on top is what sets it apart visually and texturally from other milk-based coffees. It is traditionally an Italian morning drink, and in Italy, ordering a cappuccino after noon is considered unusual. The name comes from the Capuchin friars whose brown robes inspired the color of the drink. Latte. Latte is one of the mildest and most approachable espresso-based drinks. It is made with a shot or two of espresso and a generous amount of steamed milk, topped with just a thin layer of foam. The high milk ratio makes it much softer in taste compared to a cappuccino, which appeals to people who enjoy coffee flavor without the intensity. Lattes are also the most common canvas for latte art, where baristas shape the poured milk into patterns like leaves or hearts on the surface of the drink. Flat white. Flat white is a drink that originated in Australia and New Zealand and has since spread across the world. It is similar to a latte, but uses less milk and a higher ratio of espresso, giving it a stronger and more concentrated coffee flavor in a smaller cup. The milk used in a flat white is microfoamed, meaning it is silky smooth with very fine bubbles and no thick foam layer on top. This creates a velvety texture throughout the drink. It became internationally popular when major coffee chains began adding it to their menus. Macchiato. Macchiato means stained or marked in Italian, and the name refers to the way a small amount of milk marks the espresso. The traditional version, known as espresso macchiato, is simply a shot of espresso with a small dollop of steamed milk or foam on top. There is also the latte macchiato, which reverses the ratio and adds a shot of espresso into a tall glass of steamed milk. The two versions look and taste quite different, but both carry the macchiato name. It sits between the strength of a straight espresso and the softness of a cappuccino. Mocha. Mocha is the meeting point of coffee and chocolate. It is made with espresso, steamed milk, and chocolate syrup or cocoa powder, often topped with whipped cream. The combination creates a sweet, rich, and indulgent drink that appeals to people who enjoy both coffee and dessert flavors. The name has roots in the port city of Mocha in Yemen, which was historically one of the most important centers of the early global coffee trade. Today, the word mocha is commonly used to describe any coffee drink with a chocolate element. Cold brew. Cold brew is made by steeping coarsely ground coffee in cold or room temperature water for an extended period, usually between 12 and 24 hours. Unlike iced coffee, which is hot coffee poured over ice, cold brew is never exposed to heat during brewing. This slow process produces a coffee that is naturally smooth, slightly sweet, and low in acidity. It is then served chilled, often over ice or diluted slightly with milk or water. Cold brew became widely popular over the past decade, especially during warmer months, and is now a standard offering in most cafes. Iced coffee. Iced coffee is one of the most straightforward chilled coffee options. It is brewed hot using standard methods and then quickly cooled down and poured over ice. Because the ice dilutes the drink as it melts, iced coffee is often brewed stronger than usual to compensate. It can be served black or with milk, cream, and sweetener. Iced coffee has been enjoyed in various forms across different cultures for decades and remains one of the most accessible and affordable cold coffee options available. Affogato. Affogato sits at the boundary between a coffee drink and a dessert. It is made by pouring a hot shot of espresso directly over a scoop of vanilla ice cream or gelato. The hot coffee melts the cold ice cream, creating a warm and cold mixture with a sweet and bitter contrast. The name means drowned in Italian, referring to the ice cream being drowned in espresso. It is typically served as an after-dinner treat in Italy and is considered one of the most elegant and simple coffee preparations in existence.